Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is MTG Ghoul Dude, and today we are doing another GhoulDecks. Today featuring the wonderful Gisa the Hellraiser. For those of you that don't know, I'm going ahead and tell you a little bit about her. She has Ward 2 and Pay 2 life. Yeah, that's actually kind of good compared to, other Gisas not having any protection. But her mana cost is 3 and 2 black. She is a 4/4 legendary creature human warlock. Skeletons and zombies you control get +1/+1 and have menace. Whenever you commit a crime, create 2 tapped 2/2 blue and black zombie rogue creature tokens. This ability triggers only once each turn, so you can do it on all of your opponent's turns. And for me, that's going to be at least 6 or 7 times in a given run around before it gets back to me. So let's go ahead and start off with the mana ramp for the deck. And because I do kind of want to go fast with Gisa, I kind of wanted to throw the Jeweled Lotus in there so that, we would have the ability to get her going quick and fast. A Mana Crypt, a beautiful Dark Ritual, Expedition Map, Mana Vault, Soul Ring, Wayfarer's Bauble, Felwar Stone, a gorgeous promo Mind Stone, Thought Vessel, Heraldic Banner, Relica Legends, and last but not least, a Krated Crypt. And already, this autofocus is burning the mess out of me. Let's just go on ahead and get it right now. That seems good enough. Alright, so we want to be committing crimes to getting zombies. So what are the main ways that I'm going to be trying to commit crimes? Well, I'm going to be using cards that are one card that's also a mana rock, Liquid Metal Torque, but its second ability is what I'm using for crimes, but also its mana ability if I don't need any other, effects on the board to commit crimes. Embalmer's Tools is a great piece that we got a long time ago in Amonkhet. And guess what? I mean, we're gonna be doing some stuff with some zombies, so we're gonna be needing zombies to start doing crimes. And the activated ability part of this artifact really isn't the main driver of selecting this card. It is the tap and untap zombie you control, and a target player puts the top card of his or her library into their graveyard. But I hear you, and you're saying, but don't all the zombies come in tapped with Gisa's ability? Well, yeah, they do, but not with an Amulet of Vigor on board. So essentially, we can just keep tapping zombies to make more zombies, in a sense. But the crime time doesn't stop there. We're going to be playing Altar of Dementia, so it doesn't matter if they come in tapped or not. Every time, every player is going to get milled at least once every go round. We might target somebody else, if they're particularly heinous, doing more wrongdoings than we are, but we're still the crime queens or crime kings, whatever you choose to be. Then we're going to pack a Blood Artist because Blood Artist does target a player, so we really want that target ability. Withered Wretch, and this is a gorgeous foil from Legions. For 1 mana, we can remove target card in a graveyard from the game. Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes them graveyards do be getting out of hand. So we definitely want to be packing a Withered Wretch and a Cemetery Reaper to provide a buff to all of our zombies. But not only that, we're going to be able to exile a target card from a graveyard and make a 2/2 black zombie creature token. And last but not least, we have the beautiful Liliana herself, with her first ability being the main thing that we're trying to go for, which is up to 1 target creature gets -2, -1 until end of turn. Sometimes that could actually be a game changer if you got a pesky 1/1 that's on the board. But let's go on ahead and get into the main, the meat of the deck, because the crimes don't stop there, because we're going to be playing a Phyrexian Altar, because we got some degenerate stuff going on in our deck. along with a Bantu's Monument. And now we're going to start into the creatures, starting off with the Champion of the Perished, Crypt Breaker, Foulmire Knight, Gravecrawler. Shambling Gas can double as a crime creature as well, a prime crime creature, if you must. But whenever it dies, you may choose one, and the ability to put a -1/-1 on a creature until end of turn can be useful. And then we have Undead Augur for some card draw. Undead Warchief is going to give our zombies a little bit of oomph to come out a little faster. And plus, it makes all of our zombies +2/+1. Corpse Harvester. Oh, I kind of put all these in a different order. Doesn't matter. Corpse Harvester is going to help us get to our zombies that we need. You know, that Withered Wretch or the Cemetery. And so on and so on. Of course, we have 2 cemetery creatures in this deck. But this is going to help us ramp and get us to a zombie that we need. Along with the Sidisi Undead Vizier. And this is a remnant of the deck long past, because this is the original commander for this deck. And it still holds a special place in my heart because it's one of my pet cards I've always wanted to keep around. I didn't throw the Josu in here. And I'm trying to find a way to work Gisa in here as well. So, I mean, just keep your eyes on the deck tech, and if you see something, if you have any suggestions for the deck, let me know down in the comments below. But let's go on ahead and continue with the Cemetery Desecrator. Not only does it come in and trigger, but it also triggers twice. So, say they don't have anything in their graveyard, well, guess what? We're going to choose our graveyard, and we're still going to get a crime out. And if we can find a way to sacrifice it, we're about to do it again on somebody else's turn. Archghoul of Thraben is going to help us smooth out some draws and put some zombies in our hand. Aria, First of Lockthwain, is once again going to help us, drain the opponents and each opponent. And then we could sacrifice another black creature to draw a card. This beautiful, this is probably one of my favorite zombies that I have because of the art. Death Baron. Skeletons and other zombies you control get +1/+1 and have Death Touch. Oh, let's get that back in there. Digraph Colossus is going to capitalize on all of our dead zombies and make us more when we do cast zombies. Headless Rider, whenever another non-token zombie you control dies, or him, you create a 2/2. Lord of the Accursed buffs and gives a menace. Lord of the Undead buffs and returns a zombie from our graveyard to our hand. Midnight Reaper, whenever a non-token creature you control dies, you deals 1 to you and you draw a card. Murderous Rider is in here for the crime ability and of destroying a target creature or planeswalker and a zombie. Plague Belcher is going to help dwindle our opponent's life totals. Liliana's Mastery is going to once again buff all of our zombies, and then it's going to come in with 2/2/2. So, say we have Gisa already out, Liliana's Mastery comes out, guess what? All of your zombies are already +2 stronger. So now you got some 4/4s on the board. And last but not least, we couldn't play a zombie horde deck without playing Army of the Damned. So, let's go on ahead and get into the card advantage of the deck. Of course, we're wanting to go fast, and we want to make sure we get all the things we need to get to make sure we're playing the game plan, committing as many crimes as possible. So we're going to pack an Imperial Seal, the Insatiable Avarice, a card that just decided it didn't want to go in there, a Vampiric Tutor, a Demonic Tutor, a Ransack the Lab, Discerning Taste for, getting those cards that we don't need in the graveyard. Grim Tutor, Phyrexian Arena, The One Ring, and Liliana Dread Horde General, because whenever a zombie we control dies, we draw a card. And then, because we're going to be committing all kinds of crimes, we can -4 her. almost immediately sometimes, because when she comes out, we've done already made some 2/2s. So maybe we'll be able to capitalize on that ability. And the ultimate's pretty nice too. Going in with our interaction, we have a Deadly Rollick, a Slaughter Pact, a Baleful Mastery, Feed the Swarm, Go for the Throat, Infernal Grasp. Force of Despair is a well slept on card because, you know, say your opponent's doing this little fiddly thing where he gets out a bunch of, I don't know, dual caster mages, or, you know, Kiki Jikis or Zealous Conscripts, and you don't quite like that. So guess what? If it's not your turn, you may exile a black card from your hand rather than pay the spell's mana cost and destroy all creatures that enter the battlefield this turn. Oh, you finished your loop. You're done, right? You don't have anything else? Okay, let's go to your second main phase. Hero's Downfall. And for the 2 board clears in the deck, we do have a Toxic Deluge and a Damnation. Now let's go on ahead and get into the non-basics of the deck, which there are kind of a few, but we're still packing like 20 something basics. Starting off with the Unholy Grotto, Myriad Landscape, Takanuma Abandoned Mire, Emergent Zone if we're feeling flashy, Cabal Coffers, Demolition Field, there we go, for some land hate, Crystal Vein, Castle Lochthwain if we're wanting to draw some cards, Bajuka Bog to, you know, commit the crime of targeting our opponent's graveyard, Ancient Tomb for the ramp, Phyrexian Tower to help get those creatures going with some black mana, Temple of the False God because, you know, this is a monocolored deck. We're fine. And because we're also a monocolored deck, we can play Nykthos Shrine and Nyx without any downsides. And finally, this amazing, beautiful proxy that was made and sent to me from Stewie MTG. I really appreciate it because it looks amazing in this deck. And we are packing, like I said, some beautiful swamps. I do need to change these around into either the new Outlaws of Thunder Junction swamps or something else, because these don't fit with Gisa now, because this is the Innistrad plane, and the Ghoul Caller is from the Innistrad plane, and the Hellish Hellraiser is from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. So what do you guys think? Should I change them out? Should I leave them in? I mean, it kind of looks like a old broke down town center with the thing. It looks pretty Western, albeit. I might keep them in because I do like the art, and they are all foil. I do have all of these lands in foil, so, you know, gotta have them shiny lands. But that is going to be it for today, everybody. I really appreciate everybody that likes and comments on the video, shares it out. But let me know down in the comments below what you think of this deck. Any suggestions you might have. I am looking to try and pick up some more cards over the next couple of weeks, days and weeks, and so on to help boost this deck a little further. I'm really looking into a blasting station because that just seems amazing. And like I said, I'm still trying to figure out what card I'm trying to slot out for the Gisa to help us boost our damage. I've seen in a couple lists where they are running a coat of arms, which is pretty nuts. But like I said, let me know in the comments below if you have any suggestions, and I will see you guys next time in the graveyard.